Hey, lovely people, welcome to Internet Storytime with C. I am so glad you're here. On this channel, we dive into the juiciest internet story times, sharing relatable tales, wild experiences, and everything in between. So, grab a cuppa, get comfy, and let's get the story time started.
Okay, I want to do a story time on how my ex boyfriend at the time tried to physically harm me because he had figured out that I was hanging out with a celebrity. Just as a disclaimer, sidebar, I will not, under any circumstance, say who the person is, so please don't ask or hound me. It's really not that interesting. So anyway, between the ages of like 18, 20, I was with him for 2 years. I was in a very toxic relationship. There was no like physical abuse or anything like that. I just remember a lot of arguing. He was very insecure, very possessive, and yeah, that whole little thing. Just to give y'all like a roundabout kind of look at what it might have been like. I was one of them friends that my friends did not like going outside with, because every time we would be outside having a grand old time, we would look over in the corner and he would be standing there waiting to ruin my night. And if he wasn't in the corner room my night, he was gonna find some way. Anywho, yes. So there were a bunch of reasons why I ended up breaking up with him, which I can get into that more if y'all want me to. But I had broke up with him at some point, and because we were in such a toxic on and off back and forth relationship, I think that when I broke up with him, he really didn't take it seriously, because who can blame him? Like, I would break up with him or he would break up with me and we'd be right back together next day. But by this point, so many things had happened that I was just fed up. So we had broken up. I was like talking to other dudes and stuff like that, but I think that I was still sleeping with him. And there was some point where my friend from California had came down to come and hang out and stay with me for like 2 weeks. So like I said, I was one of those friends that my friends did not want to go out with. So I had to pre-warn him and have a conversation with him to let him know, like, hey, listen, I ain't gonna be hemmed up in this house with you these 2 weeks. I'm not gonna be here with you. At the end of the night, I'm not doing none of that with you. We outside. Wherever the fuck she wanna go, whatever she doing, I'm with it. So please, just basically summing it up, don't bother me for these 2 weeks. So when she came down, we were planning on going to this concert. These concert tickets had been bought like maybe 2 months in advance or whatever. So when I bought them, I was still in a relationship with him. I do remember at one point kind of teasing him a little bit when I bought the tickets, like, oh wow, babe, like, what if he see me in a crowd and he noticed me and he want to pull me on stage? Like, never in a million years thinking that that is gonna happen. But I kind of was just like playing with him a little bit, but his response was not cute. He was like, yeah, no, pretty much something along the lines of, that nigga could have you if you do some shit like that. I ain't fucking with you no more. So I didn't really take much to it, because like I said, I didn't think that that was gonna happen, and I didn't think that we was gonna be broken up. So it was kind of just like a little jokey joke. So she ends up coming down. We went to the concert. At this point, I don't think that I wasn't really like crazy like about the boy. Like, I liked his music. I did find him attractive, but I wasn't like, oh my god, like, can't wait, can't wait. So anyway, we get to the concert. He wasn't really as mainstream as he is right now, but he was very popular in Syracuse at the time. So it wasn't really at a big venue or anything like that. There were no seats. It was like an open space. We got there pretty early, so we were right in front. There was like a fence, and then there was a stage. So we get there, we stand in there, he comes out, he performs, we're singing along, having a good time. At some point, he ends up walking off the stage. And in my head, for whatever reason, I thought that the concert was over. So these two dancers or something come out, and they like all on the stage, like doing like this little sexy, like little hip whine, like, and like pointing like at people, and the DJ like, oh, who want to come up here and shake some ass? So I'm like, me at the time, I'm not that kind of girl. Like, if I get drunk enough, yes, I'll shake my ass, but like premeditated to like go up on stage knowing I ain't got no ass and I got jeans on to go shake my ass, not happening. You ain't gonna catch me doing that. I leave that to the big booty girls. So they like, oh, who want to come up here? Da da da. So I'm just standing there, mind you. I'm right in front with my friend, and I'm just standing there. I think I'm like on my phone or not paying attention, trying not to make eye contact. And it's girls that are all around me, next to me, behind me, crowded everywhere, screaming, ah, ah, bang, 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 bang. So for whatever funky ass reason, they on the stage acting like they pointing out people, like they trying to figure out who they wanted. Whole time when I get on the bus with the boy later on, he ends up telling me that he wanted me the whole time. Cause I'm like, why the fuck pick me? Like all these bitches was going crazy. What you pick me for? Anyway, so they end up pointing at me. Fast forward. So they point at me and I'm looking at my friend. I'm like, who, me? Bitch, I'm not going up there. She like, bitch, you better go. You better go. I'm like, fuck. No, I'm not going up there and shaking no ass, bitch. I got jeans on. Like, this ain't happening. I can't do this. They didn't give a fuck if I said no or not. That security guard came up off that stage, opened up that little part of the gate, and came and grabbed my damn hand. So at this point, fuck it. I'm going up there. So as they're bringing me up the side, I'm like, listen, I don't know what y'all about to have me up here doing. I said, but I'm not dancing. So if that's what y'all want, please go and pick another girl. Respectfully, I'm not doing that. They're not even saying nothing to me. They are completely ignoring me. So I get up to the middle stage. It still has not registered to me yet what is about to happen. I'm still thinking, like, I don't know what the fuck they about to do. So I get on stage. There's a chair in the middle of the floor. So then I'm kind of like, that's a little weird. So I go sit down. The DJ's asking me questions. How old am I? What's my name? Da-da-da. Close your eyes. We got a surprise for you. At that point, then I knew, like, oh, he's probably about to come back out. So I close my eyes. He comes out. He's singing or whatever. I'm excited at this point. Now I'm like, oh, wow. Like, I've never had anything like this happen to me ever. Like, I just felt like that girl. Like, I was super happy and, like, just excited. I'm, like, smitten at this point. I'm like, oh, my God, is this really happening? Like, you picked me? So he, dancing on me, singing, doing that whole little thing that lasted probably like 5 minutes. So I get off the stage. Of course, my friends recorded me. Now, let's keep my ex-boyfriend in the back of my mind, in the back of our minds. I had already had this conversation with him that, what if the boy pulled me on stage? Obviously, I didn't think that this was going to happen. There were a whole bunch of events that led up to the way that I'm so nervous about posting this video of me on the stage with this boy. So I had told my friends, like, listen, do not post that video. Wait until we leave, because if we post that video now and he know where the fuck I'm at, we ain't making it out here good. Like, we ain't making it out here in one piece. Like, I don't know, he's gonna lose his fucking mind. So please don't post the video. So I can't remember if it is while I was on the stage or at some point while I was down on the floor, my friend walked away or something like that. But she had ended up saying to me at some point that the artist, like his friends came up to her and said that they had wanted to hang out with us after the show or whatever. And mind you, like I was just like getting out on my own. I was a little skeptical about it. I'm like, well, bitch, how the fuck you know that these is his friends? Like, did they show you any credentials or anything like that? And she's like, no, I know. So okay, whatever. So he, finishes the concert or whatever, and the friends end up coming up to her again. She's like, these the dudes. So they're like, yeah, such and such says that he wants to hang out with you. So I'm like, okay, cool. So they take my number or whatever. They're like, we'll call y'all when we get to where we're going to let y'all know where to come. So I'm like, okay, cool. So we end up leaving. We hurry up, rush, go home. I go, fix, freshen up, do everything I needed to do, change my little outfit that I had. I think I put like a dress on or some shit like that. And the dudes end up calling us like, hey, this is where we at. Come here. So they were on a tour bus parked in some hotel parking lot somewhere. So once we leave, I'm like, bitch, fuck it. All bets is off. Now let's post the video. Like, I was so happy. Like I said, I felt like I was that girl. And I'm like, I'm single. Like, I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. If he loses his mind, oh, fucking well. So I ended up posting the video, and of course, he's calling my phone, going crazy, leaving me all types of, I'm not answering it because I'm about to go have a time of my life, dude. Like, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. So, I ended up posting the video, and like I said, he's going crazy, calling my phone. Oh, I'm gonna slash your tires, I'm gonna bust your windows out, I'm gonna do this, you slut, bitch, this is that and the third. Something along them lines. I don't know exactly what he said. But anyway, so we get to where we going, and there is a tour bus in the hotel parking lot. So I'm like, bitch, listen, if we get on this fucking bus and I turn my goddamn head and I don't see this boy on this bus, we're going to fucking make a run for it. So we get on the bus. My ex-boyfriend is still blowing my phone down at this point. We had to give our phones to the bus driver. So I had put my shit on airplane mode because he's blowing my phone up. So this is 12 o'clock. Keep this in your head. 12 o'clock when I get on this bus. I'm going to go into part 2. So part 2 on how my ex-boyfriend was a fucking lunatic. Just a little recap. We go to the concert. At this point, concert's over. The boys call us. We get on the bus. My ex-boyfriend is still blowing my phone down, sending me all types of threats, leaving me all types of voicemails. We get up on the bus. We had to give the security guard our phones. So at this point, it's 12 o'clock. I put my phone on airplane mode because I just didn't want my phone blowing up while somebody else had it. So that's that. We get on this bus. When I tell you, bitch, I had the time of my motherfucking life. The time of my life. I was like young and just like, starstruck. I had never been like in that close, like, of a proximity with a celebrity ever in my life. And I was just like, oh my God, I cannot believe this is happening. Like, I just had the time of my fucking life. I was so drunk and contact high. Let's say my ex-boyfriend name is Craig, bitch. I wasn't thinking about Craig. Fuck Craig. Who is Craig, bitch? I'm having a fucking ball. Fuck him. So by the time we end up getting off the bus, it is probably like 4 o'clock in the morning. We get our phones back from the security guard, and the second I took my phone off of airplane mode, I literally was getting calls. Back to back to back. So this boy probably was calling my phone for that whole 4 hours that I was on the bus. I didn't answer it. I'm like, I'm not paying him no fucking mind. I'm so drunk. I'm ready to go home and get in bed. So I had my friend drive because she was less drunk than me. And we get to my apartment complex that I was staying in at that time. And I told her, I'm like, listen, please do not park in front of the house, because if you park in front of the house, we gonna wake up, we ain't gonna have no car. Like, tires gonna be slashed, windows gonna be busted, like, so we gotta, pick a different spot to park in. So we riding around trying to find a different spot to park in. For whatever fucking reason, we couldn't find no spot to park in. So we kind of get to this point where we just sitting there in the car with our fucking hands on our forehead, like, bitch, what we gonna do? Like, we ain't got nowhere else to park. We can't hide the car. Like, what are we gonna do? So we just sitting there. So I remember at some point I had noticed that there was a car sitting next to the dumpster, but I wasn't paying no mind to it. Like, the car didn't have no lights on or anything. So I don't know. My drunk ass probably thought somebody fucking parked there or something. But then the car turned its headlights on and pulled in front of our car. And we're just sitting there looking like we drunk. Our responses is so fucking delayed at this point. We sitting there looking, and my friend is like, oh my God, it's him. Lock the door, lock the door, lock the door. So I start panicking. Immediately I called 911 because, like I said in part one, there was like a turn of events that happened that made me react the way that I did when I had seen him. And I just knew when he figured out that I had posted that video and probably figured out somehow, some way that I was with that dude after the concert, he was going to lose his fucking mind. So I had immediately dialed 911. I'm on the phone with the police. She's backing up, like trying to back away from him. And every single time she backs up, he pulls forward. So he done backed us up so much that behind the back of the car now is a fucking big ass tree. So he done backed us up to now we can't even fucking pull forward no more. He's in the front of the car. The tree is in the back of the car. So we're pretty much fucking sandwiched at this point. We're stuck. So when he realizes that we're stuck, he gets out of his car and starts running towards my side of the car with a fucking knife in his hand. So I'm still on the phone with 911. I'm giving him a play-by-play, screaming, crying, letting him know everything that's happening. My friend is crying too. Somehow she, like, turned the wheel some type of way and adjusted to get us out of the fucking peanut butter and jelly sandwich that we was in. And he ended up using the knife to pop the tire that was on my side of the car. So I'm still on the phone with 911, like I said, giving them a play-by-play. We're driving away. He gets back into his car and starts chasing us. So now we're rolling all through this parking lot. I mean, not this parking lot, this complex on a fucking flat tire. So I'm just panicking. I'm like, at some point, this fucking tire, the rubber on the tire is going to fall off. We're going to get stuck. Like, it's funny now, but it just was not funny then. Like, we were fucking petrified. Like, it is the wee hours of the fucking night. Nobody is out here. I've been on the phone with the police for so long. It probably lasted, like I said, like 10 minutes, but this shit felt like it was going on for like an hour. So we're fucking up people's lawns. We riding all in people's backyards and shit. Like, it was horrible. So at some point, the officer or whoever I was on the phone, 911 ended up telling me to just go to the sheriff's station because there was a sheriff's station around the corner. So we get to the sheriff's station. I'm thinking in my head, like, okay, he gonna know that I called the police, like, and he's gonna stop chasing us, like, we're gonna be okay. No, he ain't give a flying fuck. That bitch wanted my head. Like, we get to the sheriff's station, and it's about 500 police cars, and ain't near one of them bitches being operated. So at this point, I'm on the phone screaming, cussing these people the fuck out. Like, why would you even tell me to come here if this place was fucking closed and it wasn't gonna be nobody here? So like I said, he follows me to the sheriff's station. We end up being in some part of the lawn at the sheriff's station, and there's a tree in the middle of the lawn. when I tell you like a movie, like cat and mouse circling around this damn tree, we did so many damn circles. We tore their lawn up so fucking bad. At some point, a police officer ends up being there, and he's out, out of the car. He got like a taser or a gun in his hand or something like that. So we both like come to a stop. I roll the window down. I'm screaming at this officer, like, get him the fuck away from me. This bitch is trying to kill me. Like, get him away from me, get him away from me. Do you know this boy rolls down his window talking about some? She got my car. Like, I just tell her to give me my car. Like, that's all I want. I'm looking at him like Jody Mama. Like, your car? Your car? Bitch, this is my motherfucking car. So I'm screaming at him. I'm like, this is not his fucking car. This is my car. He like, police officer, like, ma'am, don't worry about it. We got you. This is that and the third. So he ends up telling my ex-boyfriend to get out the car. So this fucking idiot tells him to get out the car, and they're just standing in the back of the police car, just like having a regular casual conversation. The police officer got his hand on his hip and shit. This fucker takes off fucking running. So the police officer follows him. And I'm telling you, when I tell you this shit was really like a movie, me and my friend was sitting in that car. It's foggy outside. It's the middle of the fucking night. And we just looking around, shaking in our boots like, he done took off. Ain't no telling where the fuck he went. So the police officer ends up coming back. He all out of breath. He's like, oh, I wasn't able to catch him. But I called for backup. Don't worry about it. We're going to get him. Everything's going to be okay. I'm like, listen. This gotta be a fucking, like, ain't no way, like, I done had the time of my life and my night is ended like this. Like, no way. So a couple more police officers end up coming, and they're all, at this point, it's probably like 5 or 6 of them. They are in like a huddle trying to devise a plan as to how they're going to find him, or where they're going to go, which way they're going to split up. While they're all standing there having a conversation, my ex-boyfriend texts my phone and says, hey, they caught me. Can you just take my mom's car back to her house? Yes, he used his mother's car to come and ruin my fucking nights. Yes. So I'm looking at my phone like, this bitch is trying to fucking trick me. So I said to the officers, I'm like, excuse me, did y'all have somebody else go and get him? Like, did somebody find him? Because he's texting my phone asking me to drop his mom's car off. And they're like, no, nobody got him. It's just us here. Like, don't text him back. He's trying to fucking trick you. So me and my friends still sitting in the car, scared out of our fucking minds, petrified. They split up. We probably sat there for like 5 or 10 minutes, and they ended up catching him. He's walking back, they had him like handcuffed and shit, obviously. So he's walking back past the car into the police station. They got him, and he like, yeah, it's what you wanted. Hope you have fun. Da da da. And that's pretty much the end of it. I ended up having to get, they like forced me to get a restraining order on him, which I didn't care. I wanted him to be away from me anyway. Me and my friend. Yeah. And I don't know. I don't think he was in jail for that long. I really honestly don't remember. It was so long ago. But, yep. Best, worst night of my life.
And that's all, guys. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and hit the subscribe button for more juicy stories.